Can you see mine? No. How much do you weigh?
Too much at the moment.
No matter how much.
I don't know.
Probably not that
I
much.
try not to.
I'd say...
I've got a lot of love handles at the moment.
I'd say you wouldn't be over...
I mean,
you're not 80 kilograms, wouldn't you say?
Upwards. No, going up to 80, I think.
Yeah, I'd say about 78. Yeah. I'm 99.
Wow. But you're tall.
I'm not that much taller than you.
You are. I'm in the worst shape I've ever been in.
So am I.
This is great content.
Oh, is this still...
You recorded?
What did you just
This
say?
is good. Wow.
Wow, you're fat.
You're fucking huge, man. God, you should get like...
But
you should get that look.
I'm lanky. Like you're not lanky.
Fair, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good boy.
OCD.
Welcome back to another episode of the Purple Heart Podcast. I'm here with Tom Brockman. Introduce yourself.
I'm Tom Brockman. 20.
Single.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Look at it.
You just said your age. I was like, it's fine. That's all
But
fine.
it's like one of those. What is it? Where they're like, I'm Tom Brockman, 20 years old, struggling alcoholic.
It does sound like that.
My wife's left me.
My kids don't want to talk to me.
But yeah,
Yeah. And you always obviously went to school together
we did.
until sixth form because you went
To London.
to London. What did you do in London?
I went to media school to study media.
To do media. How was that?
Didn't do much media. Pretty bad school. It was only in its second year
Of like being at school.
being at school.
What was it called?
Global Academy.
Noble.
Global.
Global.
With a G. And it was pretty poorly run. It was owned by Global, so they own Capital, Heart, all the
Right.
radio stations like that. And I was like, oh, it'll be sick. Because Bennett didn't offer what I wanted. I wanted to do photography and media, and they said no. I'd have to take history, and I got an E in history.
not really your forte.
No. So I thought I'd try it out. I love London. It was sick to go through there every day. But the teachers weren't really up to scratch.
Did it feel like it was kind of rushed and not really put together?
Definitely. It was more of I feel like it was more of an image thing, the school. It was more of we're brand new, we're doing everything the right way.
Look how we're doing, like helping the kids out.
Yeah, and I literally went there 2 hours late, slept throughout the day, went to probably 1 or 2 lessons and then go home.
Sounds like a good day.
Yeah, for me, but they weren't happy. But they just had no control. Like, yeah, usually if someone was late, they'd call your parents and be like, "Where's your son?" But the phone was linked to my phone, so they'd always call me and I'd be like, "I'm on my way."
You've been on your way for 3 days now.
But yeah, I met some cool people.
Good friends.
Didn't meet some cool people. It was a bit of both, really. It
Both.
was very small. It was
So what, a small school, was it a bit rough or?
the area was rough.
Yeah.
They only had a stabbing outside the other day.
That's handy.
And there was a point where there were some rivalry against another school locally, and I was like, I don't want to get involved in that.
Don't want to get involved in that, yeah.
But it was fine.
Out of 10, would you rate it? 4?
5. I think I didn't learn anything from there, which
Fair.
is
And,
what school's for.
and how long were you there, do you reckon, in total? Because like you weren't going in a lot.
I was probably there like 70% of the time.
Fair.
I probably went to 50% of the lessons. Yeah, it was weird. Like, it was very unorganised. I was friends with the year above when I went in, and they had a completely different timetable. And I'd usually, whenever they went on freeze, I'd skip my lessons to go out with them. It was bad.
So it wasn't just the school, it was also
it was me.
you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was. It's weird because you go into a new school not knowing anyone, and you've got that mentality where like you could start a new life. Not even that I had a bad life, but
Just start fresh.
just start fresh, meet some new people, have some fun. But I think I took that a step too far
I thought it was just have fun.
because I went from nice, innocent Bennett boy to no teacher likes me in the new school. Except I made my second year because I had no friends really. My best mate was the PE teacher, which is sad. But
Don't say that.
it is very sad. He was cool.
I'm sure he was cool.
It's Chris, yeah, he was like young,
Yeah.
21. Isaac met him.
He was young, it's like 68.
But yeah, that was my sixth one really.
Yeah, and what are you doing now then?
I'm at uni. I took a gap year, forced gap year, because I wanted to do an apprenticeship, but I couldn't get one.
What uni are you at?
London College of Communication, studying advertising.
Nice. How's that going?
It's cool. First year was crap. Wasn't really a year. Probably went in 5 times, and that wasn't out of choice. That was
Pandemic.
So I'm looking forward to this year. I'm kind of taking this as my first year, and last year was a kind of get out of jail free card where I've turned my course into a 2-year instead of 3-year course now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I passed everything last year.
You moved into a house?
No, I'll commute in. I'll commute again this year.
Yeah.
And maybe look to move on the 3rd year.
Decent. Yeah. I do like going into London, but isn't commuting like every day kind of long and expensive?
Expensive, yes.
Or do you get like a student discount for it?
A student discount, no, not for going up to uni. You can get like longer tickets, like a weekly ticket or a monthly ticket, which is cheaper.
A little bit cheaper.
But that's what student loans for, really.
Yeah. Fair.
When I went up to 6th form, I got a grant from the school to travel. So that helped out
That's
a lot.
quite good.
But yeah, this
Because going into London every day is pretty expensive.
yeah, I like it though. It's an extra hour in
I like
bed.
spending money.
I like the running for a train.
The thrill of it.
Thrilling.
Will I miss it?
That's my life now.
Life's just running for change. No, that's good though. But so the first year wasn't too good, but second year is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be better. I think I can finally meet some people, make some friends.
Do you not really have many friends?
The only friend I made is dropped
the
out
PE
now.
teacher. Leave his PE teachers alone. Tom.
Me and PE teachers, it's weird. But yeah, I made friends with a guy called Sam, and he dropped out. So it's good.
Not very lucky with that.
But everyone's going to be in the same boat next year, I think.
Yeah, good. And because you're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be different, but...
So do you know what you want to do after uni?
I want to go into creative advertising, so I want to make adverts.
That's pretty cool.
That's the short side of it, but...
Do you want to make an advert for me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know how to make an advert?
Boom.
Maybe not then. Maybe after a couple of years of like learning.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
Fair enough. Fair play.
I'm not good with the technical side of it, but
Good.
I want to get in with the...
Yeah, and ideas, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's all in here.
It's all in it. Just once I see my vision.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's. I don't know many people doing it, and I always didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. And
There's only so many PE teachers you can talk
there's
to.
only so many PE teachers you can be friends with. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, that's nice. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so you're talking about your forced gap you said. What did you do during that?
I worked all year at a pub, Chico York, Tom Doors.
Shout out to you.
So it was fine.
Fair. Could you not have gone travelling or something? Or?
I could have, but I didn't have the money for it. And then I did get money, and I spunked it all out on crap.
Crack.
Yeah, crack. Yeah, it wasn't the best year. I really wanted that apprenticeship.
Yeah, it's just a year that you kind of just had to get through.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, almost. I had nothing else to do, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was like, just apply for uni.
Yeah, but do you feel better now that you kind of got kind of a
I
plan
didn't expect
put
to get
together?
into uni, and I did.
You did, so
which
Happy
probably was
days.
the biggest shock I've ever had. Didn't even want an interview. I was like, blimey.
And you managed to do it.
Managed to do it. So
And you're happy. And you're happy you got in.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I've got 2 years left now, which kind of seems easy. It's not easy, but takes the first year. I'm kind of happy it went like that because I never wanted to go to uni.
Yeah.
The shorter uni is going to be, the better for me. I'm not a learner as such.
So was that the main reason you didn't want to go to uni? Because there's always that big debate, like,
yeah,
is uni worth it? Or like some people would like just really want to go to
the
uni.
apprenticeship I wanted to do was just go straight into marketing.
Industry, yeah.
And it was sick. It was 20k a year in London, nice offices. I actually got accepted by a company, but they got sold to Global, the owner of the school,
Oh.
and they didn't want me.
What? So there was a chance you were gonna.
Yeah,
And
I had one lined up and it fell through.
That's
Which is
annoying.
disappointing, but
It happens.
and then I had like loads of interviews in London, and it was still unsuccessful. My fault,
Why?
just because I didn't work hard enough.
Fair enough. Yeah. But at least you know that.
I know that, and I look into uni now, thinking I will.
You will.
But yeah, I fucked up my GCSEs, sixth form, A levels, whatever. I can pray for uni.
There you go. This is what's that? Fourth time's a charm.
Yeah, whatever it is.
So, yeah, I'm sure you'll do well. And
Yeah.
now, like, that's the thing, because to all those times that you've learned, like, well, not to do that again, basically.
Yeah,
And
100%.
it's hard to kind of, especially like in younger, like GCSE, it's hard to picture like what the relevance of these are going to be in your future life.
Definitely.
And
I'm
you're
on
not doing
a
stuff
set.
you want to do.
I'm on
You're
a
just
set
doing
thing.
things that you have to do, and so you don't put as much like effort into it because you don't care as much. But this is something that you want to do, so you're gonna put more effort into it.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be good.
No, joking. But no, so the other day you were in, it was the other day, last week, Budapest,
Yes,
Because-
2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago. How was that? Obviously, but for the Formula One.
Unbelievable. I've never been to an F1 race before.
Nah,
I've liked F1 since I was like 8, it's
really.
2008, when
I'm quite
Lewis
new
joined.
to it, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Max fan. But I was speaking about this the other day. I got into it they had a F1 Tunes, and it was basically a McLaren cartoon of Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton. And my dad every Sunday would stick the F1 on. I didn't like it, but he
So,
would.
it was so long as a
It
kid.
was
yeah.
long. He'd fall asleep, but he'd still watch it somehow.
That's what I do.
But yeah, he'd stick on the cartoon before, and it was I was stupid, so I was just sat there like staring
is
at
a
the
good
colours
cartoon.
probably. But since that, I've kind of always followed Lewis Hamilton, not as much as I do now because didn't really have the time, you
Yeah.
could say. But now it's literally all I wait for on a weekend now. It's
Yeah,
just
to us. When is next one? A couple of weeks.
2 more weeks now.
Yeah.
Halfway through that break.
Little holiday.
Yeah, but me and my sister for my dad's 50th bought him 2 tickets for Formula One
Nice.
and flights for Hungary, and hoping he'd invite me, and he did.
Fingers. Oh no, your friends. Okay, cool.
And that was wicked. It's my first ever F1 race.
Yeah, decent.
Um,
And Lewis did a good race. And that.
What a race
Obviously,
as
he
well.
didn't win, but it's
14th to second, but third.
third. But did Vettel
Vettel
get
got
disqualified?
disqualified, yeah. Not
They-
enough fuel.
They tried to appeal it, but
No way.
fair play. And right, first lap it was raining, and Bottas smashes everyone.
Unbelievable. It was
Perez out of the race.
such a good race. And the qualifying for Lewis sticks on pole.
What do you think about the sprints?
It just doesn't seem necessary to me.
It doesn't. I feel like they're just kind of trying to spice up a little bit.
It would have been better if it was a crap qualifying, but the day before was an awesome qualifying. It was one of the best I've seen. So
The thing I do like about it is like afterwards they get on like the
they get
bandwagon, they do
the
the
classic
wave.
70s
Yeah,
livery.
that's good.
That is cool.
I feel like
do
they should do that at the end of every
They should
race.
do it every race, but they won't. But yeah, no, I liked it. It's an
a-
extra day of racing. Can't complain.
Can't complain. It just seemed a bit random because
It is
they
very
were saying
random.
like it's not a race. Or,
They'll do it at Monza. That'll be a good one.
yeah,
It's
nice.
very quick at Monza.
Because they're doing 3 for the season, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're doing Monza and somewhere else.
And you're a big Lewis Hamilton fan.
I'm a massive
You
Lewis.
got a hat.
Hamilton
Where's the
fan.
hat?
That's in my bag.
Oh, okay.
But
I saw that earlier. It says Lewis Hamilton on it.
it is the best.
I'm a
race
Max Verstappen fan personally, which, you know, and every time there's a race, like we'll message each other, like
Well, it's
depending
got
who-
to stories now. It's getting
the
quite
stories
aggressive.
is- whoever's like driver does better of that race will be like, oh, told you they're so good, or stuff like that.
Lewis has got in the bag this year.
I don't
He's
know.
ahead.
Yeah, for the first time.
It's clear.
What do you think? That's the change now. You think he's just going to run with it?
Yeah.
Should we bet? Should I put some money on it?
We'll put some money on it.
50 quid.
50. You know. Right.
There we go. It's here.
Bloody hell.
Mental health.
You want to get involved?
No, it's good. It's yeah, I don't know, but no,
I'm not a betting man.
that's the first bet I've ever made.
Is it?
No,
Oh.
I don't know. I've only been to the horse racing once.
I've been a couple of times.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't do very well. I'm not very good at betting. I'll probably lose that now. It'll probably be someone stupid like Bottas on who finds form or something stupid.
Yeah, just keeps winning.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I don't know how many people know about it.
Yeah, no, they're all probably bored. They're probably like, fucking hell.
What are you talking about? What's this nothing to do with purple?
Voice drive to survive. You'll be a Max fan in no
Exactly.
time.
That's Yeah, Drive to Survive Netflix. So my cousin works on that, and it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
So he's like he's really good friends with Pierre Gasly.
That's it.
Like he's met all of them. Like he,
His number. Not to shag, just to
yeah, I'll give you his number. But so he'll go out, he'll fly out, follow them around, help film stuff, chill with the drivers. Which
That's
is
so
sick.
sick. What a job.
Yeah, what a job.
Me and my dad said when we were in Hungary, if one of us wins the lottery, we'll spend all year round travelling with the drivers. So just get paddock passes for each race.
That'd be sick.
Because then you're travelling as well as...
Yeah,
Seeing
exactly.
something.
See the race, go off and explore as well.
but that's never going to happen, is it?
No. Well, we can do a bit better. No, but we'll bring it back a bit because we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves to the F1.
Everyone's
But
like, fucking hell.
Jesus, it's been 20 minutes. We'll talk about this driving. No, but F1 is really good.
Yeah.
Besides the point. But you were there at the
I was in
Memorial
Budapest.
the other day.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
What did you say?
Sorry.
Did you say Budapest?
Yeah.
I said, we'll stop talking about driving now.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm really hungover as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so you were there at the Memorial the
Yeah.
other day. And were you playing football?
I was.
How was that?
That...
Some say you're amazing.
Some. I'd like to meet them.
We don't speak to those people.
I got nutmegged by Mr. Green.
Mr. Green was on form.
Yeah.
Who was the other one that was really good? I don't know.
Mr. Minstrom.
Apparently, school. I missed all the girls.
Did you?
Every time there's a girl doing like going to the toilet
you
or
were
doing
circling,
something.
weren't you? Yeah. I was awful. I was probably the worst there.
Probably. But it's the taking
cheers.
part that counts.
It is to take part. I had fun. Let a goal in. Not much more. I let the team. We won on pens. Kind of. It was a bit dodgy, but
It was touchy, but it was a
we
good day.
It was a wicked day.
Yeah, and it was nice.
for the circumstances, obviously.
Exactly, and it was nice for everyone to be together.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
It was very. I think I might have said it to Isaac. I said the day was very well done.
It was a
It
nice
was
day.
so well organised. It was.
Yeah, the school would really help.
The school
with that.
was so
I went
helpful.
into school a few times to like talk about it and like plan how we were going to do it all. And it was really nice how it kind of all fit together. And they were kind of worried about COVID rules. There's too many people, but it was fine.
It's
Everyone's spaced out.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, and day I'll remember.
Yeah. Got for
Sure,
that day. It's definitely a good day. And so I feel like we did him proud that day. In terms
Yeah,
of
for
everything.
sure, definitely.
Do you remember like the first time you found out? Like, did someone tell you or call you? Or?
I found out on the night everyone put it on their
That's
Instagram
still-
stories. It was
yeah.
probably about 1 a.m. I think.
Quite early in the morning.
And I didn't sleep like a lot of probably people didn't. It's weird for me because I wasn't the closest to Elisa, but every time you chat to him,
You
he'd
feel
be
like-
like your best mate. It's mental. To
He just
think.
had that with everyone.
Yeah, he was just such a gem, so special. And I think it's a major loss to this world because
Definitely.
he would have done so much for
Yeah.
him and himself.
If like
Him and himself, him and everyone
him and
else.
everyone else. And I'd always said, like, even when he was alive and stuff, it was like, if anyone's going to be successful, if anyone's going to do great things, it was going to be him.
Yeah, and I think no one knows the circumstances, and as sad as it is, he's at peace now. Because he must have been going through such a
Tough time.
tough time. And yeah, it's just he raised that question that if you need to reach out to people, no matter who they are, what's up with them, it's so important. You've got to keep everyone close and well.
Exactly. And you've got to keep yourself well as well.
Yes.
Because that's like a main problem. If you can't even keep yourself well, how can you help people around you as well?
100%. And it is, I mean, I think a lot of us have had our fair share of tough times.
Mm-hmm.
I did, I'm sure Isaac did, I'm sure you did, I think.
Definitely.
And it is difficult. I mean, I spent probably a year forcing a smile, and that's unhealthy because I'd go into school, smile all day, act like nothing's wrong, go home, straight to bed, skip dinner, wake up, do the next thing, same thing, sleep over the weekend. It's exhausting, it's unhealthy,
Yeah.
and it got to a breaking point. I was done, I was exhausted with it. I said I've had enough.
And do you know what the main cause of that was? How that came about?
I think a lot of things. I always struggled at school, at Bennett,
Yeah.
work-wise. My parents got divorced during that time, which, I mean, is so common now, but it's just as hard for anyone.
I think it's much harder, especially when you're older as well.
Yeah, 100%. I think I was going into my GCSEs and it's
It's like the worst time.
worst time ever. We were moving house. My dad was living alone. And
And then schools still expect you to keep up.
do
and
whatever,
do
yeah, do
as
the
everyone
best
else
you
is doing.
can. For me as well, I can't do that on a normal day. But I got picked up. I was quite close to Nurse Linda, and she actually she generally asked, "Are you okay?" And I kind of just said no.
No, I'm not.
And school provided the therapy. I can't remember her name, but she was bloody amazing.
That's good.
It was nothing serious as well. It wasn't therapy on like I lay down, head back, and
Music on.
Yeah, music on, and tell me your feelings and
It's
stuff.
just
It
someone
was-
to talk to.
Yeah, it was a chat. It was a proper. Where'd you grow up? What was primary school life like for you? Who were your friends?
Trying to get
Stuff
like a
that.
holistic view of everything.
Yeah, and it was important. I found out stuff about me,
Mm.
and yeah, it's good. And I think I definitely want to do therapy again at some point in my life.
Yeah, and you
because
definitely recommend it as
it
well.
is so good. Like,
It's surprisingly good, you'd say.
yeah, it's
Because people have a lot of apprehensions about it. Oh, I don't think I can talk to someone about this. Like, I don't feel comfortable sharing my story.
no, yeah, it's. I think at first it's really difficult because you are talking to a stranger about your life. It's never the easiest thing. But I think when you get into it, it's just it helped me.
It helps you out so much.
It's
And can you see like a massive difference of how you are now compared to how you were?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's-
I don't think anyone's perfect. I'm definitely not perfect right now. I don't think I'll ever be perfect. I mean, I was thinking on the way here of stuff to talk about, and I think no one prepares you to tell you how difficult life is.
Mm.
There should be a warning in primary school or something where your life's going to be
A
hard.
big flashing
Yeah.
light saying, better watch out,
'Cause
mate. 'cause
I
it's
feel
not
like we're
easy.
told that you get the right grades, you do the right path, you go to Oxford or whatever, you're going to have the perfect life, and I don't think that's true.
And it's like this massive, like, other section of how life actually is that we're just not told.
It's
And you
not-
find
yeah,
out the hard way.
I think, yeah, they need to push down and that life isn't great for some people.
And help us ways to, like, cope with the stuff. Because
Yeah.
there's things that are just aren't natural, losing loved ones,
No.
stuff like that. Disasters happen in your lives. That will happen.
Yeah. Life's so hard. It's difficult. And, yeah, I think there should be a big raise on that it's okay to find life difficult because it is difficult.
It's
No
pretty
one
hard.
says that.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a good point, actually. 'Cause that isn't told. We're not told that.
No,
We're said,
we're
like,
not.
oh, when you grow up, it will be fine.
yeah, they say if you take the right route, life will be amazing. You'll be queen of the world, king of the world, whatever. But it's not true because it is bloody hard. Everyone's fighting for the same thing, success, and it's
And everyone's life is so unique. You can't just... So many different things happen to so many different people. It's hard to just be like, oh, this is what's going to happen in your life. No one could know.
no.
So there's so many things that you're unprepared for, and you just have to deal with.
Yeah. So that's something I think needs to be put down in schools, life. Parents need to say to their kids, you're going to find life hard because I did.
Yeah.
I
Obviously
know.
not to scare them, but to just prepare them for the world.
Prepare them for it. And it might scare them, but
But sometimes that's good.
I wish I was scared of it because I could see it coming. And, but yeah,
No, definitely.
Sorry. That's right.
Just a bit of
Pandemic.
Just a bit of COVID. Yeah, it's not that bad. You won't get it from here. We're 2 meters.
Yeah,
apart.
I've got vaccine here.
Have you been vaccinated?
Yes.
Double.
Yes.
Nice. I've had my first one. Were you ill after yours?
First one I was.
Did you get COVID?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I had COVID.
No COVID. I was lucky.
Did you get COVID? Cameraman behind the camera.
Shout.
Yeah, actually, can you just look up, Jamie? Can you just look up the
Yeah, I think I was pretty like. My sister's got lupus.
what's that?
She basically doesn't have an immune system.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I didn't live with her, but I was always cautious because illegally still saw her a lot. So I always kind of stepped back. I didn't leave the house if I needed to. I pretty much stuck on PlayStation all the time.
What were you playing?
God, I never feels bad at. I'm not the talented
You're
guy.
not good at video games.
Huh?
You're not good at video games.
Not at all, really.
Oh, not at all, really.
I haven't got the hand-eye
Coordination.
Hand and eye coordination. So, I mean, you saw me at basketball.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You've always been a trier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I could say
you always
that.
got involved. I'm just gonna mute it up a little bit.
Hello. Better?
I can't see the difference, but
Turn
just
the volume down.
but yeah, you always like to get stuck involved.
I did try.
Get involved,
But
have fun.
yeah,
Like at the football, you
tried.
try.
I bought boots. We're trying. Me, Isaac, and a couple others though. We're trying football.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Are you starting to get into it then?
Yeah, but I'm not good at it. They want to start 5-a-side. I'm like stimmy at right back, the most
I'd say
useless
get into it 'cause
position.
the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah, I agree.
Talking about football, actually, the Duke FC had their first game the other week.
I saw that. Yeah,
Did you go and see it?
I didn't see the game. I
I
just
didn't
saw
see
it.
it, but I heard it was like the score was like 12-2 at the end.
Wow.
We won like 12-2.
That's what you want.
It's a good first debut game.
Yeah,
Not bad. Shout out to Jordan again for making that.
it's huge.
No, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Start investing.
Start getting brand deals or
Where the
something.
sponsors at?
Sponsored by the Pub Hut
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah, I'm sure we'll work something out.
That would be cool.
That's pretty cool.
No, it's wicked. 12-1. Wouldn't even score. Wouldn't score in front of an open net. It's that bad for me.
It can be tricky. Yeah, how were you in sports days?
I
I
did.
feel like you can run.
I've got some legs.
That's legs.
I'm nowhere near first. Maybe like a 5th out of 10.
A good 5. Good 5th place.
Rounders. I was pretty
Yeah.
good at rounders at Bennett.
Decent.
There's always my wonder story where I had a broken arm
Oh, you did.
and it was a spiral fracture, pretty nasty fracture.
Really? How'd that happen?
I fell off.
Hit by a car?
No, not that one. I was holding my dog and fell off a penny board. I don't like to say it.
Yeah, that is quite embarrassing.
I didn't say
penny
skateboard. For
Yeah,
the people. Who'd
I would say
probably kill
if
me.
that was me, I'd say skateboard.
People know. They know.
We know it was a penny board, wasn't it?
But yeah, that was a spiral fracture. But I had the sling removed the day of sports day, and they said don't get involved. And
And
we
you
were
were
a player short
I
enough for
don't listen to
rounders.
the rules.
And I was like, well, I'll go in.
What, with your bad arm?
With a good arm,
Okay,
but
okay.
I just had a bad arm. Give
Yeah.
me some sympathy. And I went round the whole thing, whatever you call it, home run.
Home run.
That's American, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's home run. Fair play to you.
And I was impressed with that. And I did high jump,
I remember that.
and I came second.
Was it against me? Or was
I don't know. Did you come first?
I think so.
Yeah, it probably was. There was like 8 people who came second.
Yeah,
So
it
we
was
all
very
came up
close.
on the same height.
Yeah,
But I'll take it.
No, that's good. That's very good. The little frisbee flop.
Yeah. But other than that,
But yeah, would you say you're very accident prone?
I would say I'm very accident prone. I said it.
We did.
I've been better.
You've been better recently because so you hurt your arm.
Yeah, so
You have been hit by a car.
spiral fractured my arm. Got hit by a car, which was broken arm. Damaged my knee, ligaments in my knee, whatever it was.
Oh, it's ligaments as well.
Yeah. Not as bad as you.
Yeah.
You had it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
What else have you done?
taking it back. So when I was
You broke your wrist and you tripped over the drain at school.
yeah, so so when
Over a drain?
no, so stupid. After I got hit by a car,
The same day.
no, hit by the ambulance on the way through. Everything was fixed. I was out of my wheelchair. My knee was fine, and I just came out of my cast. A few days later, I was running to catch up with Isaac, and tripped over my lace and re-broke the same
Your
arm.
lace?
Yeah,
Oh
re-broke
my
the same arm
gosh. That's bad.
at school. That's bad because you had the whole bloody circle of people staring at you. And then when I was in reception, preschool,
You didn't break the same wrist again, did you?
before I got hit by a car, yeah, it was the same left wrist.
When you fall, is your like thing just to fall on your left?
Yeah,
side?
I go for the.
Just quick on your left.
Well, I'm right-handed, aren't I? So
You've got to preserve that.
yeah, when I was in preschool, we were at a friend's house. And they got like a.
They said, let's smash our hands with hammers.
Well, this is how stupid it is.
No.
They got a trampoline and a patio with a don't know how to
decking?
explain it. Like a decking, but it's higher.
Right,
The
yeah.
decking's like this high,
balcony thing.
and then trampoline's there. So I jumped from here to the trampoline off the thing.
Yeah.
And my sister and our friends were all doing it. And they're like, oh, do it. I'm like 3. I do it. I bounce on, and I bounce right off, land on my arm. But no one thought I broke my arm. It was only until I went back into preschool and they called my mum saying he's refusing to hold anyone's hand. So it hurts. And they go for an x-ray and it's broken arm. And then I broke my metacarpal, which is the bone which...
So this arm
arm's fucked.
How many times have you did it?
I don't even know the count. I can't even count it. But the metacarpal, that hurt because those big swings, like they're big... Yeah. Basket swings, whatever they are. I was on the other end, someone else was pushing, and it's my sister's boyfriend at the time, and he pushed you a bit too hard and I went flying over.
I feel like you get into some pretty crazy activities.
I'm stupid. That's literally the main cause of it. I am.
Your stupidity.
I am an idiot.
Nah.
But I've improved. The last big accident I had was I fell over. When did I fall over? And I fell over and scuffed both my hands. Oh, that was at the memorial for Elisa at the first one at the Tommy Joss Park.
Oh, right.
We were playing basketball. And Mika
I saw that.
Sliding, gravel all up my hands. Yeah.
So, do you reckon you have a quite high pain tolerance because you're always getting hurt?
Yeah, I think so.
You can take a lot.
I could, if Jack
Like
Arse came over to me and were like, join us, I'd be like, yeah.
Like, I do this by accident every day, so it'd be
exactly.
easy.
Yeah, I'm
You've
an
been in the
idiot.
battle.
That is it.
You've been in the battles. Is that been in the wars?
Been in the wars.
Yeah, fair. I've only had one major injury, I think, and that's about it. Yeah, so I am cool.
Don't rub it in.
That sounds pretty tough.
We'll talk about whatever. How are you? No one's asked you
no
this on the
one's asked
podcast.
Yeah, you can ask me that.
Welcome to Purple Heart Podcast. I'm here with Nathan.
Hello, everyone. My name's Nathan. No, thank you for asking me
It's
how I
right.
have. None of the other bloody guests asked. That was rude. You brought up, well, no. I think they have asked, maybe off camera, but no, I'm actually doing okay. Like,
Good.
I'm actually doing quite well now. Before, like, the first, like, 2 months afterwards, so May and June really messed me up, obviously, because of Elisa.
Understandably, yeah.
And I wasn't handling it in a very good way. I was spending all my money on certain things and not really kind of living in reality. I was just kind of numb to it the whole time and just not really caring about like myself or anything.
Yeah.
But no, these days I'm doing a lot better. I'm just started working again. So
Good. Yeah, that's what you want.
exactly.
It's going to take time.
Definitely.
And you just ease into it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like focus more on this podcast and like try and get it up and running. And
Yeah.
new edition of Sign
For
there.
me.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Special guest.
Only for Tom. I'll take it down for that.
Yeah.
Just a little tribute. No, things are going well at the moment, which is quite nice.
That's good.
Because obviously in life, like it's always shit happens and it's like good, and at the moment it's quite good. So it's just kind of waiting till the
You
next.
kind of want to stay on that.
Yeah, I feel like at the moment I'm just kind of cruising and life's going okay. Like I said, I'm working. Podcast is going well. I'm feeling a lot better just mentally, and my knee's getting a bit better. So hopefully I'll be able to start running again.
Yeah. It's just a shame Max is behind Lewis.
And Max is behind Lewis. But where's the next race?
Spa. No. Yeah, Spa. That's my favourite race.
It's favorite. Oh, it's gonna be so sad that your favorite driver won't win your favorite race. But nah, I'm a big Red Bull fan.
50 quid now.
50
I
quid.
can't believe I'll go at least 50 quid.
50 quid every race. 50 quid a race.
50 quid a race?
No, just overall. And not constructors, just the
Yeah,
drivers.
just Lewis and Max.
Lewis Max.
Sounds good.
That does sound good. Yeah, so I think we'll just cut it there. Thanks to everyone for listening. Cheers for coming on.
It's alright.
Very
Sorry
good.
for the F1 talk.
Yeah, sorry about
Probably the
people
most
that hate
interesting
F1.
part of me in my
but,
life. Is that.
maybe we'll find like a little F1 niche.
Yeah.
Someone's like, or maybe we'll get
F1
sponsored
edition.
We'll get sponsored by F1. No, who knows?
That's
No.
right, you'll get loads of Lewis hate comments. He's the worst driver ever.
Yeah. He did do that one illegal thing a couple of races ago when he like cut off Max.
Oh, stop.
But we won't get into that because that's political.
There'll be punches.
Things will be flying. So, but no, thank you for listening. And
Thank you for having me.
no worries. See you next time.